Hello. Hi, everybody. Oh my God, I am so excited to connect with you guys. Oh, today is Iris. But they're saying, but it's gonna be more than Iris. It's so much fun. Life has gotten so magical because magic exists. But we have to break through the illusion. I can't wait to tell you. All right, I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna give it just a few. I'm gonna open up. Um, Good. I can't really see it so much. Good. I'm gonna open up my page. I have the urge to open up my page, so give me a second. So, oh, hold on. Just give me a second. I'm gonna be clarifying a lot of things for you guys. All right. I'm not sure if I'll be able to answer. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure if I'll be able to answer questions from you guys today because I don't know how it's all gonna go down necessarily. This is new to me. Um, what else do I want to say? This is new to me, so we're all learning how to communicate, okay? And it all starts with listening. Ah! So, some time ago, I used to, hi honey. Some time ago, I used to get all kinds of messages that told me, listen, listen. And, or like when people would tell me, oh, you're not listening. Oh my God, there was nothing that was so irritating than that because it's like, hello, I get paid to listen. Okay, okay. So it was so irritating, but the funny thing that it was all part of the illusion. Can you guys actually I need one thing from you guys. Can you please either give me a thumbs up or type in if you can listen to me clearly? I need to make sure that you guys can listen to me clearly. Um, Let me know if you can listen to me clearly. And I am actually going to do this really interesting little thing. I am going to cover in my phone the part where I can see how many people are watching because because I don't want my immune system to awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think they themselves locked my possibility of getting comments. That's amazing because I don't see it here. So that's them. That's not me. The reason why, and I also have to cover how many people are watching, is because it spikes up your ego. So anything that is ego, I don't want it in my space. I want to make sure that my body is clear off of negativity, off of ego, so you guys can receive the information as best as possible. So this is what I'm going to do right now. Okay. That's so cool. It's just amazing how like they give me directions and to oh man, to guide me, to make sure. I don't think this is the right tape. Yeah, okay, so now they're telling me just move the camera. This is why. Okay, perfect. So I can't really see it so much. It's in this white space where the light is. It's right here. So I can't really see it because I don't want my ego to get involved. Bro, let me tell ya. I understand Deepak Chopra so much. Oh my God. And I understand so many things. So much. This is insane. This is insane. I don't know. I don't know if I should cross my legs. I don't know. I'm just hearing things. They're giving me guidance. Okay. Anything else that I want to show you guys? Yes, I have to show you pretty much everything. So You guys can hear me good. I have music playing, right? So what I have playing in the background, right now I am completely sober. There's nothing in my system. I had a soup just now, a little bit, and it was a vegetable soup. Okay, they wanted me to absorb the nutrients of the vegetables so I can, because it's plants, right? So I connect through the plants, right? The plants connect me because God is in the plants, baby. Wake up. So I had a bunch of veggies, and as a vegetable soup, I had cheese. I am not a vegan. God needs me to eat meat for now because it keeps me grounded. I am very high up there. I've always been very high up there. Now I understand why I can drink alcohol, because I can drink alcohol. And now I understand why I smoke marijuana. I don't, again, these are in microdoses now, but I understand it so much better, and I will be getting into that in a little bit. Now I understand so much. But like now I understand why I am the way I am. And one thing that God wants me to say is that where there's light, there's dark. So the idea of drugs is nonsense, okay? But give me 1 second, because the thing is that the people that are watching, this is for the people that this video is for the people that are watching. The people that are watching, the people that this video will land their hands to, are going to be people that your addictions are not as, leveled as someone who has a heroin addiction, someone who has a cocaine addiction, okay? So I have to clear that because there's different levels in how we talk, right? So this level that I'm going to talk to you guys in is to help you understand that the word drug, which is what feeds the addiction, right? The word drug, everything has an energetic pull. And so the word drug was created by the government so you can feel ashamed of doing something that is actually natural, right? So marijuana comes from the earth. Mushrooms come from the earth. Meat comes from the earth, okay? But the thing is that we are out of balance, okay? We are consuming way too much of it, right? This is why the vegans are here. The vegans are here to show us that we can survive without the meat, okay? They're here to level the planet. Oh, that feels so good. They're here to level the planet, okay? So, and what God always says, and what God tells me, is that it's not about not eating meat completely. It's about understanding what feels right for you. And the more that you eat without guilt, this is the problem with us. We eat with guilt. So I play Above and Beyond music. Above and Beyond music helps me channel them because it's above and beyond. And so we eat just too much of everything, okay? We are in the land of the extremes. And so we need vegans. We need them. They're little earth people, They're here to show us that we can survive and we can thrive without all that meat, okay? And another thing is that you have to eat meat without the guilt. So if you're gonna eat a huge piece of steak, eat it with joy, okay? You have to eat it with joy. And that's why you'll be able to absorb all the nutrients and enjoy that. And you will start, and by the way, when you start to eat with joy, so if you want to eat a juicy hamburger, like I've been able to do, for like a whole year, God showed me, He's been little by little helping me understand darkness, okay? And so I will get into that in a second. So I had a lot of repressed, guilt towards food. Okay, I was bulimic for 13 plus years, right? And so, but it's not even about that. It's just feeling guilty after, right? So he taught me how to eat the heavier foods without feeling guilty. And it was a series of trainings. I've been training for years, but I'm telling you about this particular training. Okay. I'm just going with the flow of what it comes up, okay? So this is how we begin to, okay. This is how we begin to break vicious cycles. This is how we begin to break vicious cycles. Eat without guilt. Okay? And so like if you want to eat like a pizza or whatever, just eat it without guilt. The less you eat, the more you eat with joy. And the less you eat with guilt, the more clarity you're going to start to have for things. Because our biggest prison, sorry, this is not that funny, but it's funny because it's easy and it's right in front of your face. Our biggest prison, what keeps us in the illusion, I suggest you guys get a paper and pen, by the way. What keeps us in the illusion is caring what other people think. Sorry, guys. That's what keeps us in the illusion. The moment that you start acting like you don't give a fuck and you start being yourself, and it's always going to be a kind self, and even if it's a mean self, that's part of where you're at right now. This is why forgiveness is so important right now. Because a lot of people are angry and everybody wants to blow up. So you can do that, but make sure you have forgiveness right after that. Forgive. I forgive you. I'm sorry. I thank you. I love you. I forgive you. I'm sorry. I thank you. I love you. Okay, guys? You can be a dick, but you gotta forgive. Okay? And then when you start to forgive and you start to feel the forgiveness, you won't have to be a dick anymore, and you won't have that anger pent up in your system. So it's not going to affect you anymore. Because a lot of us, we are afraid of being dicks because we're afraid of the backlash, right? But if you are your authentic self, you're going to go through some resistance, which means you're going to get some backlash. But if you continue to do that, it's going to open you up more into who you really are. And then you won't have to be an asshole anymore because you're releasing. The opening is the releasing of the anger, the releasing of whatever. And then you will naturally come into love and into kindness. Awesome. I'm so glad you guys are. The chat is disabled. Yeah, they disabled it for me. Yep. Thank you. So we are all magical. This disabling and shit like that, they all take care of it. I don't really have to do shit. All I have to do is talk to you guys and release fear every day. Every day I have to release fear. Like today I released a trauma. Oh. That fucking sucks. But it's part of the deal because I always know that there's light on the other side. So I let myself cry almost every day, if not every day. And because I know that there's goodness on the other side. So I get, when it's time though, I get very honest with myself. Very honest. And I just, fuck. You know, and I release it. And then I start to talk to my little self. I forgive you. I'm sorry. I thank you. I love you. Forgive you. I'm sorry. I thank you. I love you. This is classified information for me, guys. I make people pay a lot of money for this. But right now, it's not the time. If you want something more detailed for you, then of course you can always go to my website, right? But I have to give you this information because we need to wake the fuck up. And we could wake it up without so much killing. It's not necessary. But it's gonna happen. That's what they said. So I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna drink water, and then I'm gonna microdose so they can talk. Ooh, I wanna tell them, hold on a second. I wanna tell them about the channeling. Okay, let me drink water first. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you, like, so it's a game. We're in a game. And we're all trying to come back to love. Okay, love is God. Love is, but it's not just Christianity God. Okay, there's different levels. This is like oneness. Okay, this is the God of all gods. Okay. And because the thing is, the reason why it's bigger than Christianity, God, because in Christianity there's still ego. Okay, they have a lot of truth, guys. And I'm not even a religious person, and they know that. But now, and I've studied world religions. I realize I've been training all my life. I studied world religions, and I'm realizing that it's all true. Everything is true. It's just everybody has a piece of the puzzle. This is all a puzzle. That's why the earth is flat. And then, that's why most people say, oh, the earth is round, the earth is round. And then now people are like, no, the earth is flat. And they have all this amazing maps and everything. It's actually wrong. But it's not completely wrong. And that's part of the game. Stop telling people that they're wrong. You have been programmed that for everything that is different, you have been programmed to say the word crazy. You have been programmed to say the word crazy. And that's what keeps you. That's how we go, oh, you're crazy. Shh, sit back down. Let's keep going with the program. It's all a sick programming. Okay, give me a sec. All right, I got you. They're saying, Iris, that's not really what you were gonna say. That's a little side conversation. Tell them what you were really gonna say. Okay. Before I get into it, I want to talk real quick. So yeah, we're at 17. So I want to talk real quick about the trance channeling that I did the other day. It was, I don't know when it was, to be honest with you. I don't even know the days anymore. Doesn't matter. So I did a trance channeling, and it's in private, okay? And so I need to talk about it, basically. So I just have to get a little quiet. Sorry. So that trance channeling was very strong. It was a very strong trance channeling because I'm channeling Father God the Son. I never in my life knew that I was going to be able to tap into that power. But what he wants me to tell you, what they all want me to tell you, is that we all have that power. We all have it. I was just brave enough to go through the sacrifice in the process. I always saw into the system. So when I was little, I wasn't born with psychic abilities. No, not at all. When I was little, I was born with one thing, which was awareness. Okay? I knew that I was playing a game. I just knew it. I saw the game. I saw it as a child. I saw it. And you probably saw it too. You knew that things were weird and iffy, right? I really tried to hold on to that aspect of myself. And I knew that I was playing a game. So when I would go to school, I hated it. I thought it was the most ridiculous and pointless thing. Because I knew that school was a form of prison. People are like, oh, they take care of my children. No. We go there to be programmed. We go there to be incarcerated and programmed. You know? Every day for 7 hours, you're going to study shit that is pointless, and it's going to program you to be a certain way. Okay? This is why when I would see people get good grades, I would be like, all right, you know? And I just needed to be a C student so I can fucking go through school. But what happens is that it caused trauma anyway in my system because I never belonged. I never belonged. So then I would try to belong because I'm still a child and I'm still human, right? And I still want to belong. We all want love. So I had to suppress who I really was. And then I would feel bad sometimes when I didn't get good grades because I knew deep in my heart that I was an amazing being. And I know that people that are watching this are feeling the same way. Okay? So, they want me to say that because anybody can tap into it. Okay? The Matrix is a real thing. But the Matrix, it's all in your mind. It's all heart-mind connection. All the dimensions are happening all at once. Okay? You don't need to know that so much because it's a lot. But it all happened all at once. The point is that you have to go within. However that resonates with you, you have to go within. Go into your feelings and forgive them. And you start to unlock these parts of yourself. Okay? Now I understand too that when I was little, I was called Little Jesus. Because I always knew a little bit of everything. And I would make my friends go like, okay, oh, okay. And I didn't know exactly where the information came from. But it's because I was holding on to something that wasn't quite human, right? I didn't want to be like everybody else. I saw everybody being part of the herd. So I'm just giving you guys little hints into your own divinity. Oh. I'm going to give you guys little hints into your own divinity. I'm not that different. You guys can do it. And another thing is that when you fully wake up, you realize that you are the Messiah. Because we are all messiahs. We are all Neos from the Matrix. We're all Neos. When you wake up, you realize you're the one that wakes up. Okay? So I need to clarify these things for you guys. It's not that I'm this, only person messiah. No. Okay? We all have God inside of us. We all have the light inside of us. I just went through the sacrifice. But what happens is that we're all now going through the sacrifice. So what I want to help you guys do is release the fear, release the resistance. So you guys can move into the quantum leap. Because we're about to take a quantum leap, my dear. Ooh, I feel like racing that up. And this is my alien self. We like to move everything because everything is waves and sounds. So I naturally now and this has always been my real self. This is why I always connect with autistic people, that they're all like, right? That's their true self, and they have a veil more open into their own divinity. That's why they come here to teach us authenticity. Okay. Another thing that I want to say. I get it now. And another thing that I want to say as Iris is that I need to give you guys an apology. Okay? But it's not just you guys. I need to give the world an apology. And I'm going to give you guys a challenge. I'm going to continue speaking, okay? But I just don't know. I'm going to microdose on marijuana, and I'm going to hold this, right? But before I do that, I need to be my human self and tell you what the fuck is up. So I need to apologize. I'm going to lower the music because it's a big deal. I need to apologize to you guys. And I need to apologize mainly to myself. Not you guys. To myself. Because God doesn't judge. God never judges. God has never been mad at me at anything that I have ever done, and He knows everything I've done, and it's been a lot, right? He knows all the shit talking that I've done. Let's put it like that, right? And He's never been mad at me because God is a part of me, and I am Him, and you are Him, and He's you, right? We are all one, right? So He was alone in this universe, and he created this game of evolution so he can get to know himself. So when you're playing a game and you're learning, how can you be mad at yourself? You can't. This is why he's not mad at us for all the addictions, for all the shit talking, for all of that. No, he's getting to know himself through you, and we're always and constantly finding the light. Where there's darkness, there's light. Is the 8. It's also the Kundalini, and it's also the DNA. DNA is the physical form of our spirituality. This is light and this is dark, and they are constantly interweaving. Right? They're constantly interweaving with each other. So now you understand, drinking is not bad. Drugs, that was actually a governmental construct to keep you in a form of shame, so you can destroy yourself. Because shame is what makes us abuse the substances, the plants, or the drugs, or the cocaine, or the what is it called, or the heroin, right? That is what keeps us abusing those things, the shame. So we go into that cycle. Just like food, that's the shame behind food is what keeps us going into the cycle. All right. So my point being is that, so I'm apologizing. So the real reason why I'm apologizing, even though it doesn't seem connected, I will connect it in a second, is because in a couple of my past videos, I playfully said nigga. Okay? A lot of us say that word. All right? And we say that word, well, at least for me, I just, I get into like, yo, what's up, nigga? No, nigga. I say that word, right? God is not mad at me. God is not judging me. But what happens, please pay attention. What happens is that word has a very negative energy attached to it. So even though I'm coming from a place of love and fun, what that's going to happen is that's going to trigger the hate in people. And in a way, it's a good thing because they can clear it. That's why he's not judging me. Because he knows that everything that I say, whether you agree or disagree, it's going to trigger you for you to see the truth. Okay? But what I do want to say, and what I do want to take responsibility for, is for the fact that God was like, look, you don't have to change who you are. But just know that there are consequences when you do things. Okay? So he showed me the energetic pull of the word nigga. He showed me that. And it's a very dark energetic pull. Okay? Even if it's done for fun, it's still dark. At least in these times, on these times. So I want to personally apologize for saying that word live. What he also wants me to say is that I needed to say that because I am showing you guys what we all say behind closed doors. Okay? Most people, most YouTubers, they censor themselves. We have to look pretty and perfect and this and that, We have to make sure that we say the wording right. Right? That wasn't the point with me. The point with me is to be authentic. This is why I say shit and fuck and whatever it is that I say. Okay? Because I have to be authentic. So you guys can understand that there are different levels of communication and different ways of sending messages. Right? However, it's not gonna resonate with everyone. So he's telling me if you're gonna keep using that word, just know that you're gonna trigger people, and it's going to have consequences. Let's put it like that. So I'm apologizing once again, and what I'm going to say is that I'm going to do my best to not use that word. Notice that I'm not saying that I'm never going to do it again. You know why? Because I don't know that. I don't know that. I will do my best to understand my responsibility for when we use these things. Okay? Just like magic, everything here that has been given to me is a responsibility. Where there's light, there's dark. And they showed me a lot of light. Lately, I've been learning a lot about dark, right? So I have to say that. And then the last thing that I want to tell you guys, as complete Iris, the last thing that I want to tell you guys is, hold on, I'm getting other images. Hold on. The last thing I want to say is another lesson, the last lesson into waking up from the illusion. Do yourselves a favor. For a whole week, do not listen to rap music. Give yourself a challenge, okay? Give yourself 2 challenges. But if you don't want, give yourself this one challenge. Do not listen to any rap music. The rap music is rigged. That's why I understand now why I never liked rap music. Never. Now, because I'm understanding things better, I'm warming up to it. But I don't listen to it anymore in that sense. Now I'm listening to, there's a spiritual rapper that I listen to that his name is A.Cal. So he has beautiful, like conscious rap music. Amazing. So it's A, like Alex, and then Chal or Cal, Chal. Okay? You can find him on iTunes Music. You can find him on IG. I have also, you can go on my IG. There's a video of me dancing and with graffiti in the background. That's one of his songs. He's from Colombia and he lives in LA and he's super woke and his lyrics are amazing. And it's talking about some real shit. It's not like Christian weird crazy shit. No, he talks about stuff. Love and Hennessy. You know what I mean? He talks about real shit. But it's done in a very conscious level way. So if you want to listen to that kind of rap music, go ahead. But give yourself a challenge of not listening to rap music for at least a week, because what happens is that the rap music is rigged, okay? They want them, okay, so they're exploiting the music industry. They exploit everything because they're also trying to send messages, right? But the music industry, especially the rap industry, is negatively exploited, okay? So what they want is that they want these rappers that are not, they not that educated, right? Because that's the truth, guys, all right? Tyga, sorry, he does not look like he went to fucking high school, all right? So what I'm trying to say is that they get these people because black people are the ones that have the strongest lineage of scarcity. They have the strongest lineage of scarcity. That's why they target them. And they promise them a bunch of money, a bunch of this, a bunch of that. So, and then they're like, okay, but write all this negativity. That's why a lot of rap music is all about and it's all about pussy and gangs and all this shit, right? Because that's how they program us. So we can feel and think that that's normal. That is not normal and healthy. That keeps us in the machine. Okay? So give yourself a challenge. No more rap music for 1 week. And you're going to start to seek clarity. Practice the mantra. I forgive you. I'm sorry. I thank you. I love you. Every time that you feel angry, it's not that you cannot feel angry. No. You have to feel angry. Feel the anger. Oh, she fucking cheated on me. Oh, she left me, or everybody leaves me, or I don't know how I'm gonna pay rent. Oh my God. Feel it. And then just touch your heart and say, I forgive you. I'm sorry. I thank you and I love you. You're gonna feel that. You're gonna feel that. It's gonna bring you back up. It's like, and just keep doing it until you feel lighter. It's gonna bring you back up. It's gonna do that. When you do a combination of the mantra, and don't listen to rap music. Listen to any other music you want. Just don't listen to rap music for a week. Do that. And if you want to eat lighter foods, you all can eat light foods. Okay, you can eat nice veggies. You can eat chicken. Try to eat just lighter foods and bless your food. You are going to see through the illusion. You're going to start to see things, but good things. I promise you. It's not as What God said is that there's no real good or bad. It's just the duality of things. Okay? Where there's light, there's dark. Where there's dark, there's light. So you're going to start to see through the illusion. Yay! I said everything I wanted to say. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, little break. Hopefully I can tell you guys about my trauma, or maybe they can tell you guys about my trauma. Today I had to release trauma again, and that was like shitty. That was shitty. I cried for like 15 minutes and I just felt, and then it started activating like the sequence of the trauma, because trauma repeats itself. So you think it's really because of this, or you think it's really because the lady, you know, took too long to take care of you. No, you're not pissed because the lady took too long to take care of you. You're pissed because of some other shit and some other shit and some other shit. Yeah. Okay, guys, let's get started. Well, let's go to the other side of the panel, the show. All right. So I've given orders. You guys have orders that I don't want to channel too strong, because my other trans channeling, of course, it was very strong and shocking. I had a panic attack after, because they're teaching me things and it's a lot of power, and I had a past life that I needed to clear, where I got locked up for saying the truth. So I had a panic attack. Yeah, I can't say much more after that. So everything is based on love, okay? I cannot scare you guys, because if I scare you guys, they win. It's all based on feeling your negative feelings and forgiving them, so you won't feel fear, you will feel love, and you will learn to look at things from afar instead of being, ah! You will look at things from afar, and you will understand that it's all a game. All right, here we go. Oh, I met another alien. I have an alien friend. That's amazing. She was my client, of course. She was meant to be in my life. So we started doing all this alien stuff together. It was amazing. It was like, oh my God, my true self. Okay. So I have this. And then I use this. I forgot what this, honestly, I know the names of these rocks, but it's not really so much about the rocks. It's try to focus on the color. If it brings you peace, then use the rock, okay? Bless it. Bless everything, even especially your phone. Bless your phone. Tap, tap. Bless your phone. Okay. So I have this and this. I'm going to put the volume up so I can connect. What else do I need? And then I need... Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what is inside, how I microdose. I'd rather keep it like this, microdosing, with, what is it called, with a little bit of marijuana to connect more, because I don't want to be connected all the time regular, okay? I want to connect with the plants in that sense, and then when it wears off, I'm back to being normal Iris, and I can have a normal life. A happy, beautiful, psychic medium life, not trans-channeling all the time from another plane, you know? So. Oh, I'll open it up. This is how little it has. It's very little, okay? Very tiny. Look at my nail. Very little. And what I do is that I take 3 puffs, and then I'm gonna hold this, okay? And then I have the other one on my leg, so I can just get that extra energy, and it can be more pure. So I'll hold it for a few seconds and then softly I will let it go. And it will all start happening within like 5 minutes. I already said, you feel like this other energy coming in. Okay. So just to let you guys know that they already know, and I've already set ground rules, that this space, my entire house, my entire block, is protected by God. Okay? This entire space is protected by God. Nothing can come. Only the highest levels of love. Okay? Anything from the dark forces are the lower dimensions, right? Are the other, it's not just lower dimensions, it's really other dimensions, but nothing is allowed. Only the highest levels of love. And this is how I know that I'm protected, because for a very long time I've always been connecting with God. Okay? And that's how it's always been. And also, like, I am so thankful because also my parents are Christian, and they're constantly praying, and they're constantly like, it's really omitting love to the world. So I feel extra protected. And also, after I had my panic attack, after the channeling, and then I had a panic attack, God put me in a stigmata position like this, and he said, you are protected. You are completely protected. And then later on, he started showing me how I'm protected, because I was like, what the fuck, God? What the hell do you just reveal to me right now? But then, things started showing, more little visions started coming in, and it started showing how I am protected. So I walk the path of God every day. The path of God, the path of the Buddha, and the path of Jesus. And when you do things in the name of love, when you say the highest forms of love, because the illusion is everywhere. The illusion are the tests. It's all everywhere. Okay? And when you walk that path of God, nothing can hurt you. Like, nothing. I had no idea that this whole time I was talking to God. I've been following this thing, it's just, I've been following this thing, and the volume just gets louder and louder, Oh man, I can't wait to talk to you guys about the flat earth. So this is my alien self, okay, which is my true self. Everything is waves in this universe, so it's natural. But I needed to break away from trauma in the body to be able to move this way and have this grace. Oh, Above and Beyond knows what's up, okay? They know everything. Beyonce knows everything. She is playing the game. She's leaving clues for you guys. All the clues are there. All the clues. There's clues everywhere. That's why it's a game. We just want you to wake up before it's too late for you. Because if you don't know how to control your mental health, that's them already. Because if you don't know how to control your mental health, shit's gonna go down. We had so much fun the first time that we trans-channeled with Iris. We had so much fun. Because it was like the first time that we were like inhabiting her body and we were human. So we were in this planet and we were just looking at everything, and we were just at awe, you know? And she was at awe. So people from the sun like to do this. I'm not sure other people. So we're giving information to her little by little, okay? Because it's a lot, it's too much. So far, this is what she knows. That these are energy channels that connect all of us. We love music so much because everything in the world is music. People. Okay, so here's how everything in the world is music. The best way to recognize it? Okay. The best way to recognize it is, okay, through the Maya Angelou quote. Maya Angelou has a quote that says, everything in this universe has a rhythm. Everything dances. She couldn't be any more right. Ooh. Okay, so what I'm going to do, Zaire speaking, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this. Right now, it's like I'm trans-channeling them, but it's very nice and flowy and light, okay? You know, because we're all learning here. We're learning, you know, the frequencies. How much is too much? How little is too little? I'm learning I'm learning how to release fear. You know, so people, always touch your heart. Oh, the glasses. That's why I was like, oh. Okay, let's see. Relax. Everything is gonna be okay, guys. Everything's gonna be fine. We need to take care of our mental health. That's the key. And always touch your heart. Always touch your heart. For whatever is happening, touch your heart. It's in the heart. That's all we want. We want you guys to open your heart. You are not logical beings. Fuck that. That's the AI. The AI, it's a real thing. But it's not these machines that you see. It's your logic. They control us through the logic. Wake up, people. They control us through the logic. You're not logical. You're emotional. Tap into your love. You can do it. You can do it. This is how we save. Wow, that was so cool. It's so beautiful, guys. Thank you. I didn't even know how to put it into words. I know, we got you. I told you it's our turn. And not just our turn, Iris. It's our job. You have to learn how to trust more, honey. I am. Damn, if I've been this far, that means my trust levels are pretty fucking high, don't you think? Yeah. You guys. Yeah. So what else do you want to tell them? Okay. Just by being here, I'm already omitting to you guys positive energy. Because I'm omitting a frequency of love and radiation. But not the bad radiation. Oh crap, I just saw people freak out. No. Radiation of sunlight. Radiation of light. So if you learn to just enjoy and watch, this is what we used to tell Iris all the time. Honey, don't judge. I would tell her, just watch. Watch. Just don't say anything. Watch. I would hear it. Just watch. Don't judge. Because the moment that we have an opinion, we judge. And we can take off the glasses whenever. This is not a show. This is not necessarily like, oh, she needs the glasses to have an act. No. The reason why we tell her to put on the glasses is not only is because they're gold. All of her body is gold, right? But it calms her. It relaxes her. So now she can hear us better. Because there's a lot of stimulation in the eye, honey. Okay? There's a lot of things to see, and the ego wants to constantly come in. So we whisper in her ear. And we tell her, put on the glasses. And so she's like, oh, okay. Oh, I heard put on the glasses. Okay. Oh. Why? Because this is our armor. And it looks cool because we're from the sun. I mean, people. We are funny. We are funny too. It looks cool. Where do you think you get your humor from? Oh God, we promised her that she was going to dance today. She hasn't danced all week. She's like, what the fuck? Yeah, we're happy for her. But she was just learning some really strong things, guys. She was just really learning some really strong things, and she needed to learn them. She needed to learn them. But she's back to normal. Yes. What else do we want to tell you guys? We have to give you bits of clarity, And it cannot be all given just at once because we're trying to keep the fear levels low. So it's important. And the reason why we take pauses is because we're all also trying to synchronize. We don't want to take over. You know, she has rules. She said, don't inhabit my body too strong. No. You know, and let's give a message. So this is where she talks about boundaries. This is where we enter boundaries. You can always have boundaries with people. She needed to learn that before we came in. Because guess what? There are other forces, you know? And she needed to learn to say, no. This is what we say to people that disrespect us. This is why I suggest just watch till the end, because this is also a healing experience for you guys. We are so happy and so proud for everyone. And we want to let you know that you are very free. You can really choose different. You can really choose different. All you have to do is ask for guidance. Oh, that beat. All you have to do is ask for guidance, and it'll be there. But be ready to take the leap. It's a quantum leap. By leaving everything behind. Leave everything behind. Who you thought you were going to be. Who you thought you need to be. Leave all that behind. And something beautiful is going to be revealed to you. Because God wants to make everybody a millionaire. God wants to make everybody a millionaire. But you have to leave your old self behind. Because your new self is trying to be created. And it's trying to be abundant. You see, we're leaving everything behind that is old. This is why we need the destruction. However, we are trying to do it with the least amount possible. Do you understand, guys? This is why it's important. I forgive you. I'm sorry. I thank you. I love you. I hope that makes sense. This is why she was able to open up so much. Because she left everything behind. And she found her inner light, her inner happiness. And we want that for you guys too. She will be giving more and more clues. She will be detailing things more and more. You're going to start to do more and more. She has a fellow alien friend who's human. We are all humans, but the thing is that we have alien inside of us. And she can see it. And the more we help you guys understand that being alien is not this bad thing, there are darker forces that we are playing against with. You see? We're playing against darker forces. But the more that you come from love, they can do nothing. This is why we gotta clear those ancestral lines, people. Okay, so anything else? Not really. I love you guys. Okay, I wanna let go. Okay. Thank you, God. Hi, guys. Everything was amazing. What a beautiful little channel. It was great. I'll see you guys next time. I hope you share this with everybody. And I'll talk to you soon. Follow me on stories for the latest info.